New York City is home to almost 6,000 high-rise buildings. It's an impressive sight. But have you ever wondered what it's like to erect a building in one of the most crowded places in the world? Let's find out from the people working on One Bryant Park. As you will learn, it's quite a challenge, especially on the corner of 42nd Street and 6th Avenue, one of the busiest spots in the whole city. The first hurdle was digging the enormous foundation.
Typically blasting is the most efficient, quickest way to get through all that rock, but we have subway tunnels on 42nd Street and another subway line coming up and down 6th Avenue, which are right there and right there. And we can't really blast adjacent to that.
Dynamite is not an option. It took a full year for workers to remove 198,000 cubic meters of earth. But once the foundation was complete, the building materials could start coming in. Thousands of kilograms arrive at the site each day, and in the heart of Midtown Manhattan, there's very little room. So everything has to be lifted or picked into the building right away.
Give you an idea of how much tonnage comes in on one truck, it's about 42,000 pounds. We'll make about 30 picks today.
About 200 meters above ground, the crews work furiously. The crane operator is so high up he can't see the load that's down below. He has to rely on the directions of his crew.
Basically, I got to tell him what's going on here, give him a countdown on where his line is, where his boom, and then I got another signal guy up top, and we just communicate to the operator to let him know what's going on.
The biggest job is lifting the enormous steel beams that form the structure of the tower. But first, the beams have to make it there. They arrive on large flatbed trucks.
This is just an average load. It's about 23 ton, in that range, give or take a couple hundred pounds.
Getting a truck this size through city traffic can be a nightmare.
We come in like 5 in the morning for traffic reasons. Mike will call us and say, all right, come on up. So then we start coming up. But that's the biggest nightmare is getting here.
As the day moves on, the traffic only gets worse.
I need a long distance to make a turn now. Like there's no way I can make one of these turns down these streets. I'm gonna have to go down and cut over 3 lanes to make a left-hand turn down there. There's no room to park on these streets, so that's the issue.
Once the steel arrives, the men work quickly. With a building this size, everything is big, and that always presents a challenge. This is one of 5 water tanks that will hold a total of 260,000 liters of water. Its size makes it difficult to place. But if you think this looks hard, the greatest challenge is yet to come. The spire. It's so large, it comes in 70 pieces.
Going into New York City, you basically lose 2 days. It is true what they say, this is a city that never sleeps and there's always traffic out there to deal with. It gets a little hairy at times, but you have an escort behind you and he kind of blocks it off a little bit. Even though New York is a really big city, the streets aren't the biggest.
Each piece must be lifted and assembled 275 meters above ground. At this height, the smallest mistake can be fatal. With its spire, One Bryant Park stands 365 meters high, making it one of New York's tallest buildings. So the next time you stop to admire the city's skyline, it's sure to look even more remarkable.